amazing. What a beautiful Thursday morning, the 3rd day of July 2025. And today being a Thursday, you know what we do right here at Family Media, Family Matters and Relationship Clinic. It is about, excuse me, matters relationship. And this morning we are on the positives of marriages. We are in the positives, the good things, the good vibes, positive vibes when it comes to marriages. A lot of things have been said out there in terms of, you know, marriages as scams and all that, the negativity aspect of it. But this morning we are bringing light, a light bulb moment into the room, because we'll be talking to an amazing couple who'll be taking us through their beautiful, beautiful journey of marriage, and they're going to tell us how long it's been, what they're doing to make it work, how they're making it right. So join me into this conversation on 20316, which is our SMS line, and also 0786 316 316, that is our WhatsApp line. Be part of this conversation. Ask your questions to them. Give them their compliments. Give them their flowers now that they're here. So welcome, and also help me to welcome our amazing, amazing guest, the couple. The Ndegwas are here. The singing couple. Oh, no, the husband is the one who sings a lot, right? Please introduce yourselves. Karibuni sana.
Wow, thank you very much. We are happy to be here.
Yeah.
And the first thing is to introduce my beautiful wife. Huyu ni Naomi, sweethearty ya Degwa.
Okay.
So I am Degwa Steve, GM, and she's Naomi, my wife.
Okay.
I would also ask her to introduce herself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sally, for having us this morning.
Right.
My name is Naomi Ndegwa, and I am born again.
Amen.
And I am glad that we are here because God created a very beautiful institution. And we are glad to share and to learn from one another.
Amen. Lovely. First things first, let's start by you guys just telling us, including our audience, how long have you been married?
Kindly help me answer that.
This is our 9th year in marriage.
Wow.
In December 10th, this year we shall be celebrating our 9th year anniversary.
Our 9th year anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We did our wedding on 10th of December 2015.
Okay.
2016.
2016.
Right.
1 year after campus. Yeah.
After campus. And that's where now the second question is coming from, the after campus. So when did you meet? How did you meet? You know, those things. How did you see each other? And how did she pop to you? Ndegwa, now it is your turn.
Wow, it was interesting. We were at Egerton University pursuing different courses.
Okay.
And we were in the Christian Union. The first thing I joined, the first union I joined, or organization in the Christian university, is the Christian Union. So she was there.
Yeah.
We were serving also in an evangelistic team, central evangelistic team set. So we were serving there, we were friends. We didn't know much about each other for more than 2 years. So that's where we served as friends, but later things changed. The graph changed.
Yeah.
The direction of attraction changed. And that's why we are husband and wife. Maybe she can tell more of how we met.
Yeah, but even before then, you know, this morning I was having a conversation with some colleagues of mine, and I was telling them, you know, there's this thing about people, especially Christian couples, meeting in the CU. Most of the time the people I host here. So I was like, I hope hata leo itakuwa ya CU, but sijui kama kulikuwa na CU hapa. Yeah, so umesikia CU is also popping. Anyway, Naomi, go ahead.
Yeah, as you said, we met in the Christian Union, serving God, and we were both in music ministry.
Okay.
He used to play keyboard then, and I would lead worship.
Okay.
So we would interact in terms of service. When are we meeting? Who will lead worship? For quite some time, until now the relationship shifted when he asked whether we can have something together.
Something more.
Okay. Wow. And you know, guys, CU works. CU, kama you're somewhere there, please join CU. You'll find someone good.
Yeah.
Now, when you introduce yourself, Pasi, you didn't say, there are things you didn't say about yourself, and I don't want to say them for you.
Okay.
Because I need you to speak about the aspect of you being an artist.
Yes.
You didn't talk about that. You didn't talk about you being a marriage counselor.
Yes.
So I want you to speak briefly about that.
Thank you very much. So as I said, I'm Ndegwa Steve. I am an ordained pastor.
Yeah.
I'm a professional marriage counselor. I did psychology and now have specialized through practice, relationship, marriage and family counseling. I'm also an artist. I think I normally give myself 3 identities. I say my professional identity is a psychologist, marriage counselor for that matter. My calling or ministry identity, I'm a pastor. And my natural identity, that thing you are born with, you know, is that I'm an artist. I sing, I do MC in weddings and other events. I also write movies, Christian movies. Wow. I've done several before. So I'm an actor.
So why I said that you introduced yourself, especially that bit for singing, because I think that bit also, you already started, you sang a bit. And then of course, I know at some point my director rather, will be showing us part of that and what role it plays in your marriage. Okay. Anyway, so you Naomi,
yes,
Ndegwa had spoken about friendship. You know, he said before then you're friends for like 2 years. How important is friendship, you know, for a couple or in a marriage?
In marriage, friendship matters more than the attraction you had initially. I think it's God's idea to have that spark initially to bring people together, but it doesn't last. The spark that you can talk the whole night, otherwise people will not be working. People will not be doing anything. They will just be obsessed. But there's that God works so that it stabilizes, it settles down to something that is now more mature. So what sustains now your relationship or your marriage is the friendship. You know, a friend you can, you don't want to hurt your friend. You want the best for them. You can joke around. So friendship is more important actually, more than that first in attraction.
Deborah, maybe if you, I can see you're really agreeing to that.
Actually, friendship is the most enduring framework of marriage. And when you are drawing the foundation for a godly marriage, actually friendship is a very strong pillar that must remain. Even when you are not in good terms with your partner, the most enduring framework is friendship. If you are not friends, then you may never endure in any marriage, or you may never succeed in any relationship, or even in marriage. And you know, friends do a lot of things together, you know, just to keep that friendship. Me and my friends would chat, we'd hook up and stuff like that. Naomi, what are these things that you do with your husband, that the little small tiny habits or steps you take just to ensure that, you know, you're spicing things up in this marriage?
Well, I think I would summarize it before I expound that we do life together.
Wow.
All aspects of our life, beginning with our faith. If we go to fellowship, we are together. When you go to our careers, we are very different. We are diverse in our careers. But we involve each other in our activities. If he has been called to preach somewhere, maybe outside the city, I will see how I will have an off and accompany him. Sometimes I will be outside the city for work. He will sneak and come and travel where I am. So we have made it a habit to do life together, parenting. I will not feel like I have children alone, I'm to take care of them alone. So we will have even shift to wake up at night to look after our children. Kuwafunikia na kuangalia nini. So we can have shift. So we do life together in general.
Literally.
We do both small things and big things together, and we enjoy each other's company. I think that is one thing I love about our marriage, that we enjoy everything, small and big. Balisha mtoto socks, we enjoy
you gladly do it.
Bathe the baby, I'll clothe them, I'll clothe her. So we do it together. Those small things, big things together.
Talking about children, how many children do you have?
We got 3.
You have 3 children.
Wote ni wasichana wadegwa.
Give us, I don't know if my director would have that. He'll let me know when that clip is ready. Okay, let's listen into that, because my director is already has it on standby. No, actually, I'm being told it will come in later, which is okay.
Yeah.
But they are 4.
Yeah,
the children
they are
are 4, and there's a song that you sing for them. So at that point,
Children have
you
3.
sing that.
Children are 3. She's the fourth girl.
Oh.
I got 4 girls, and she's one of them.
Okay, all right.
Lakeisha, Laurentia, Lavicia.
Right.
Yeah, those are my daughters.
All right.
Yeah.
Why the L? The Lakeisha, Lavresh. Hey, okay.
When we were looking for names for our children, initially we agreed okay, from where we come from, there's a naming system that we do for but we agreed, why can't we do things differently? Our life has been different. Why can't we continue being different? So can we give our children prophetic names? Even before we got married, can we give our children prophetic names? Maybe what we want them to be. So when we wanted the firstborn, her name is Lakeisha, which means joy and favor. So we wanted something like a baby who will bring joy to our lives, and also a girl who will walk. Being the firstborn, a girl who will walk in favor, and also who will walk with Christ and help her sisters. So we actually gave her the name. The second name, we gave her the second name, Purity. But when she was, I think, a year ago, last year, she said she wanted another name. So we gave her, we told you this is why we gave you this name. So we gave her a list of the name that meant purity as we wanted. So she chose the name Christabel. So she's Lakeisha Christabel. So for the second else, we thought, why can't they rhyme? If we get a good name that has a good meaning, a prophetic meaning, there's no problem if they rhyme. So that's how we found Laurentia, which means a pillar of victory. And honor.
Wow.
Now when it came to Lavicia, we also wanted to follow suit.
Now
but
the trend has been set.
But still getting now a name that now will rhyme, it was not easy. So Daddy thought actually it was that's idea. Why can't we tohoa from the word love?
Kiswahili kizuri.
Yes. Kasema we can tohoa the word love, and that's where we got Lavicia from the word love.
Wow. Amazing. I love this. Something you've just said when you're talking about the children, and you said it is a conversation you had before marriage.
Exactly.
Pasi, I want to understand or know, or even our viewers, what other conversations are important to have before marriage that have actually sustained your marriage up to this point 9 years later?
Wow, we had a number of good conversations. One of them being about the number of children, the naming system of our children. We also had deep conversations about financial management.
Right.
And we agreed far away before marriage on some few issues and some things, how we shall be handling our finances.
Okay.
We talked about our in-laws before we even had them. She briefed me about her people. This is so-and-so, this is so-and-so. This is how we live in our family. So when she came also to my family, she knew a lot about our family.
Right.
And we were very positive. We discussed about in-laws. We discussed about ministry. Yeah, she knew my trajectory in ministry and my prospects in ministry and even in counseling. So it is not a shock to her that I am singing to her, you know, I am doing counseling, I am in church. She was aware and she was ready. So we discussed all those things, including things to do with faithfulness in marriage. What would be the deal breaker? We talked about them before we married. What would break the deal?
And that's very important to you.
I made it clear to her. She made it clear to me. And once we were sure that our values are aligning, we were good for it. We discussed so many things. Including family planning. We discussed before marriage. so many things, even
so
big
many things,
yeah.
even the small details,
The
like
small
because
details.
even things like the kind of contraception you're going to use.
Yeah.
Who even thinks about that?
Yeah.
You know. But I'm just wondering also in all this, and you've discussed all that. You're a man. This is an African traditional society, if we may
Yes,
call
yes.
it.
Mm.
Has there been pressure like, ai nyinyi tu mko na watoto wasichana, only girls? Has there been that kind of pressure, Naomi, especially for the woman? You find it happens a lot, and then of course Pasi will tell us if he's experienced that, even from the society, not necessarily your families.
I think a week cannot end before someone reminding me I need a son. It can be physically, sometimes in the social media. But the beauty is, us, we did not have a problem with the gender of our children.
Yeah.
We have this idea that children, God gives you what He wants you to raise. So we are raising a generation for God. So, and you do not choose what He wants you to raise. So He chose girls for us. And initially that was my desire. I didn't have a problem with raising girls.
Yeah.
And also now when God gave me girls, I do not have a problem raising them. And we are not the people who believe that girls, they will leave you. You need a son who will not go. Actually, Juicy, someone commented in my post, akasema, you need a son because the girls will leave. And I asked her, me and my husband left our parents. Both of us left. So I don't know where the idea of that men will not leave you or men are superior. If we do not have girls, who will those men who won't marry? Yeah, so a child is a child, and it's God who gives you what He wants you to raise. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You know, that moment I was waiting for, my directors just briefed me that it is here, Imeiva. There's this video from TikTok that, you know, I may just want us to have a look. And from there, you'll be the four girls of Ndegwa. He's here singing to them. So let's take a look.
Wote ni wanne wasichana wa Ndegwa, huyu ni Lakisha Festibani ya Ndegwa, huyu ni Laurentia Sekondi Boni ya Ndegwa, huyu ni Lavisha Lastibani ya Ndegwa, na huyu wa mwisho mama yetu sote, mwa Naomi Switi Hati ya Ndegwa, na huyu wa mwisho mama yetu sote, mwa Naomi Switi Hati.
Like seriously, how can you even say marriage doesn't work? Who is sang for? Who wouldn't want to be sung for like this? Naomi, tell us, how do you feel when you know your husband is there and he's singing for you and the girls? How does that make you feel?
I want to say that my feeling is heavenly.
Yeah.
And my husband has not started now. You know, I'm seeing a lot of people bullying and trolling him, but he has not begun now.
People would do that. For what reason? What would they say about you being thankful?
You know, we are in an African society where a man who loves his wife is labeled as simp.
Amekaliwa.
Ni simp, ana simp, amekaliwa or anything.
Oh.
So, during our wedding, you see, we say vows to our spouses. He requested my pastor that I want my vows to be in form of song to my wife. And he sang for me a song that I still remember to date. Probably maybe he can briefly sing.
Line mbili. Because the conversation ni tamu, I don't want the 2 lines.
Sijapata zawadi kutoka kwa Mungu, sijapata zawadi kutoka kwa Mola, iliyo bora zaidi kuliko wewe, najitoa kabisa kwako daima.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So it has not begun now that it is now in the middle. And actually, that is not the first song we have done. He has done for me.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. It's only that the one we did latest is the one that went viral. So he keeps singing, and not even the ones that are recorded. Even without recording at home, he will just be somewhere.
What you just said, it is a heavenly feeling.
Yeah.
Guys, when I say marriage works, please believe me, it does. Look at them right here, 9 years later, and your husband still sings and looks at you. You know that eye contact is also very important. Coming to you, Pasi, what are some of the ways that probably you show your wife that you love her? And does it include like the physical aspect of it? You can hug her, you can peck her, you can kiss her. When your kids are also there, or your parents, can you hold hands and stuff like that?
Yeah, we do. Actually, even our kids know because we hug each other. The names we call each other, even at home, the romantic ones.
But you have idea.
My dear, darling, sweetheart.
Wow.
I will chum her in their presence. We are deliberate. Our children must know that you should love your wife. You should love your husband. We do that. We hold hands even as we walk along the road.
Okay.
We do it. We are not ashamed.
Lovely.
She is my wife. If someone has a problem, I don't know where they're going to take it because God has commanded me as a husband to love my wife. So we do those small things deliberately, even in front of our children. I wash her feet in as they watch. we can do anything together. Wow. As they watch.
Even something like even taking shower. The other day my daughter asked me, I wanted to sleep. And then I told her, you are lucky you've taken shower. I feel I'm not in the mood and I have to take shower. Then Daddy was away. She told me, you're just worried about taking a shower and you still have to wait for your husband to take shower. And I told no. I will just take shower and then wait and then sleep. And then he said, and Mom, by the way, why do husband and wife take shower together? So they see us.
You don't hide anything.
Yeah, we don't, you know, when you're going to the bathroom, how are you going to hide that?
Right, right. Oh, wow. Where standards have been set. And the bar is now where? Up there. Anyway, for you, Naomi, then, because there seems to be a lot of love here, beautiful love at that, how does this love empower you to both grow like individually and also together as a couple? But I still feel, Pasi, you've not told me exactly what you do for the dating. Nini, we'll still come back to that. But talk about the empowerment through love.
I want to say, in my personal life, my career and everything, I am where I am because I am loved. And I tell people, a loved woman is a confident woman.
Absolutely.
Who will go outside to conquer the world. So love has given me that peace I need to pursue other things. Okay. You see, there's so many battles outside, outside the career world. So if your partner becomes part of your battle, even outside you'll be defeated. Yeah. But the love that we share together has given me the peace I need to go outside and conquer the world. The support I need that I do not have to post my career because I am a mother. Yeah. Because I have a supportive partner who will come in when I am stuck. Yeah. And also he will challenge me to be the best version of myself. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you guys making it look like you don't argue, you don't fight, you don't have conflicts? Do you have conflicts, Pasi? Like, and how do you resolve that? You know?
Wow. We do have misunderstandings. Yeah. We do have them because sometimes you may say something and then the other party, or maybe I or her, is not able to get the right interpretation. Right. Or what do I really want to say? So misunderstandings do come. Okay. Sometimes even we feel upset. Sometimes we are not in good terms. But there's something we have prioritized in our marriage. Right. Effective communication. We agreed with her. When you're listening to me, when I'm listening to you, it's not that I'm listening to respond to what you are saying. We listen to understand. We have put empathy as an epitome in our marriage. So misunderstandings do come, and we resolve them with understanding and empathy. We are always ready that a misunderstanding can come anytime. Yeah. Actually, we always talk about it. Because even Jesus Christ said that such things will always come. So we are always ready. Even right now, we are ready. A misunderstanding can come anytime. Yeah. So we are ready to solve it the way it is. Okay. Yeah.
Let's speak about, because this relationship has a lot of love in it. What is your love language, Naomi?
My love language is quality time. Wow. As long as we spend time together, That is all.
Oh,
And in most cases, if we are not in our different careers, we spend time together. So I think I am
Okay.
fulfilled.
So for you, even if you're just sitting together like that in the house, you're okay with
I'm
that?
okay.
Basi, what is your love language?
Acts of service.
And you can have like more than one, by the way.
Acts of service
Uh-huh.
and physical touch.
Oh.
And she knows it pretty well. Yeah, so those small things, you know, serving me tea.
Yeah.
I'll also do it to her.
Yeah.
But she knows that I love it, you know. It's a small gesture of love. Daddy, this is the blazer I want you to wear today.
Yeah.
Just a small gesture.
Yeah.
It's not a command, it's not a must, you know. But those small things, serving me, you know, anything she does for me, I just feel so much loved.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and also physical touch. I want that hug. I want you to be close to me,
Yeah.
near me, even in the house.
Okay.
So that's my love language.
And you've been doing this for 9 years, as in those, you know, just showing each other love every day, appreciating for 9 good years?
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Would you be a witness?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much for the feedback that I'm already seeing on our socials. Akisa, thank you so much. Good morning, Sally and the guest. Wow. You can really see that that love through them. Indeed, marriage works. Absolutely. Thank you, Akisa, for that. Then there's also Caroline Auma, who says, lovely couple, look alike, good conversation, a lot to take home. I'm glad that you're learning something, Carol. You guys look alike. Let me see. Kinda. Yeah. Anyway, good to see that Ndeg was there this morning. How does he manage to to show such love openly to his wife? Most men from Murima rarely do. Do they show physical affection in front of their kids? They look lovely. Yeah, and I think we responded to how we managed how do you manage to do that openly? That one, you've not talked about it. But showing physical affection in front of your kids, you've responded to that. But so probably you can respond to how do you manage to show open love, even if you're called a simp or what? Bado unaendelea.
Wow. Everything begins from the heart,
Right.
from the mind, and what your values are. So one of my values in life is family and marriage.
Right.
So I value marriage, I value family. So our values dictate our behaviors.
Okay.
So that's why I shamelessly showcase my marriage and my family even on camera. Yeah, without having to fear anything.
Okay.
Because that's what I value.
Wow.
Yeah.
And with that, I think the director can also again play for us that song that you actually openly sing for your wife, bila kujali what people are saying. So please let's listen in and take a look at this.
Huyu ni Naomi, sweetheart ya Ndegwa, ananidigidigi, anafanya nicheke, ananipendeza. Mwa Naomi, sweetheart ya Ndegwa, ananidigidigi, anafanya nicheke, mwa Naomi, sweetheart ya Ndegwa.
Anagidi-gidi,
Naomi, sweetheart ya Ndegwa.
Wewe.
Huyu ni Naomi.
Lovely. Oh, lovely. That's beautiful. Naomi, I know so many people out there are just like, I wish that was me. Anyway, we go back to the social that I'm seeing someone, Martin Dongo says, I'm waiting to hear, because on my side, I know it's 100% scam. And it's okay, really, Martin Dego, because your experiences, honestly, one's experiences then can define how they, or the perception of something. And he says, what will work on you or for you won't work on everyone. At my personal capacity, we prayed together, showered together, called every sweet word in the world, talking. Children out of 17 years, then all crumbled. No one will ever tell me marriage works. And Martin, we really are praying for you that God may heal you, because actually it starts from a point of healing, and then I believe after that the Lord will just work on you through and through, and he will give you someone, and you'll be able to believe that indeed marriage works. I don't know, what's your take on that, Naomi, from what Martin has said? I think he's been hurt, probably he's been betrayed, all right, probably rejected, and talks about 17 years. What's your take on that?
I think I will first say I'm sorry for what he has gone through.
Right.
And secondly, I will tell him that love is not a scam, as he puts it, that nobody will ever tell him that marriage doesn't work. Because it is God's idea. And as long as God says it's good, it's good. And love is not a scam, it's our choices.
Right.
First, the choice of our spouse.
Okay.
Determines a lot how far we go in marriage. And number two, the choices we make every day. You see, even him with a spouse to divorce or to leave one another, it's a choice they made. So accumulation of choices that we make every day, they are the one that differentiates a fulfilling marriage and the one that is going to crumble. That's what I would say. Marriage in itself, there's nothing wrong with the institution of marriage. It's our choices of our spouses and the choice we make every day.
Okay. Did you pray for a spouse before you got married, even before you met her? Did you used to pray about the kind of spouse that you want? And is that what God gave you?
Interesting. Actually, we did prayer more than anything else.
No, now this is before you even met.
Yeah, that's it.
There's a person.
Oh, before we even met.
Before you even met. You know the way you pray for a spouse?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sure. Before I met Naomi, or even before she said yes to me, I was in prayer. And this is the prayer I was making before the Lord. The Lord, you may give me a permanent solution.
Okay.
And in this solution, give me the wife of my youth.
Okay.
Someone who will be able to live with me, even with my weaknesses.
Yeah.
And with her, I will be able to achieve and to reach my destiny.
Okay.
And I'll be able to exploit all the potential that is in me. I was praying to God to give me, to connect me divinely with the wife of my youth. Mind you, this is a prayer I had been making all along. I remember my mother telling me when I was a very young boy, one of the most important decisions you will make in life is the wife you will marry.
True.
That is one of the the golden advices that my mother gave me.
Okay.
So I began praying for my wife when I was a small boy. For my marriage when I was a small boy. Now as I grew up, now it became more meaningful, the prayer to pray for the wife I will marry. And now before I approached her, I was in fasting and prayer, telling God, now this time round, Lord, I don't want to date for a season. I'm praying that you give me a permanent solution. The woman who will come to my life will be permanently in my life forever.
Fantastic. Lovely.
Give me a wife.
Okay. Okay.
And then a few days, a few weeks, that's when I now approached now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all this time while you're in college, you're in campus together, but you're still praying about it. And you're directed there.
And actually I didn't know it would be her. I think I almost even involved her to pray with me.
To pray for her. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because she was my friend.
Yeah, you're doing worship, praise and worship together.
One of the people I would have chosen to be my prayer partners as I pray for a wife would be her.
But see, there's something called prayer partner. I know you know about it on social media. This is my prayer partner. Then it turns out to be. Anyway, on the socials, I'm seeing an interesting comment here. Someone is saying, good morning, Sally. For those saying marriage doesn't work, should understand one thing. We have those that God has put together, and there are those that the world has put together. You may even wed in church, but it could also be what church pastor has put together, but not ordained by God. What a powerful message right there. Do you, and I think that's what we're talking about, Naomi, in terms of, have you prayed about it? Have you, we're not judging Martin. We are not saying that he didn't pray about it. Life happens, things can happen. But are you agreeing with that observation from this particular viewer?
I agree with the viewer that, in fact, even when we are saying our vows, we say what God has put together.
Right.
Let no man put asunder. So what does that mean? So what God has not put together, challenges will put them apart. Mpango wa kando will put them apart. Yeah, so it depends on who has authored your marriage. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to add something, Percy?
Let me just say that God is the author of marriage, and He's one who created the marriage institution.
Yeah.
So if we say that marriage is a scam, we mean God is a scammer. And if God is a scammer, and we are also created by God, we are also scams.
Yeah.
So ideally, marriage cannot be a scam.
Yeah. And also, like the person said, what works for you. So even him, if it didn't probably work, it doesn't mean it doesn't work for others.
Yeah.
Can we say that?
Exactly.
Okay. You know, background, where we come from also, how we were raised really, really matters.
Sure.
I don't know if that's how you were raised, probably your parents. Are you both from stable homes, or is any one of you from a single parent home? Does it affect your relationship or a marriage, not necessarily yours?
Yeah, actually, we come from different family backgrounds.
Yeah.
She comes from a single mothered family.
Right.
Yeah, all through. I come from a fully functioning family.
Yeah.
But also, my mother and father, their marriage also had issues.
Okay.
Issues which were very plain. So we can't say that we have come from very successful marriages of our parents.
Yeah.
And her, for her case, a single parent. So maybe on top of that, Naomi, you can help us see how has it affected us. Yeah, because we know.
Right.
I think for me, I would say it was a blessing in disguise because I prayed about it so much.
Okay.
By the time I was 20 years, growing as a small girl, I thought that is the ideal thing in life.
Yeah.
And actually would say, I want to be single. I want to be like my mother. I want to be independent. But when I got to 20 years and I started seeking God, I realized it is not God's idea. And if I don't take care, I read books, I would watch podcasts and sermons, and I felt that if I don't work it, when God is not given a chance to intervene, history repeats itself.
Right.
So I decided now I'm going to give it my all in all. I'm going to pray so that I break that cycle. And I really trusted God for a husband who will not only be the father of my children, but will also be my father because I missed a father. So I prayed about it, and we cannot say that it was easy even in marriage because of where I've come from. See, I've not stayed with a man in my life. So it has an aspect of challenge that I had to overcome maybe the first year of marriage.
Right.
And a blessing because I trusted God to change my situation.
Lovely. You know, I'm just here, and I remember you mentioning, you know, something to do with on your wedding day, you sang for her, the vows and stuff like that. Probably we may want to just also take a look at how that wedding looked like. Please just keep looking at this and just watch how this is as the photos and all that runs through our screen. But in the meantime, then, as this beautiful couple that you were, how important is it to just also separate or have boundaries as a couple? You know, boundaries with yourself and also boundaries with family and friends. How important is that? Any one of you can take it.
Yeah, I think we can answer that. Yeah, boundaries are very important.
Yeah.
Like there's one plain boundary we have put, and we are aware of it. I cannot discuss my wife with my mother, father, or my sisters and brother.
Okay.
Especially on the negative connotation.
Right.
There is nothing negative I can say about my wife to my family. The same case with her. We have learned to protect each other in that way.
Okay.
In their family, they believe I'm an angel.
I love that, yeah.
Also in our family, and they know it very well, they believe that my wife is an angel. So that is one thing we agreed, and there's so many other boundaries. We protect one another, our images, and Naomi can also give her take on that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to maybe get a clarity, boundaries on one another, because he has responded to the first one. What do you mean by boundaries?
Yeah, as a couple, I know probably like I want my own time. Sometimes there are times that you just need to be you as Naomi and just chill out, as you know. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Okay. Personally, I am not extroverted as him.
Yes.
And I love my me time so much. And I can stay in my house with myself and my phone throughout the day without getting outside.
Okay.
And the beauty is that he understands. So when I tell him I want to just sleep and be in the house, he will keep himself busy with creating content. And by the time he's done with content, he will come and then we will.
You're also done with yourself.
Yeah.
I love that. There's a song. Is it the one that's on YouTube? I think, you know, for the sake of our viewers and listeners, we may want to just listen to it a bit, to like a minute or so, and then the rest of it someone can get into YouTube and listen to it. So please, let's take a listen.
Wanaofana hufanana kama mapacha. Nishike mkono jamani, mpenzi nishike. Tumsifu Mungu aliyetuleta pamoja. Ndoa sio sikamu, ni mpango wake Mungu. Nakupenda sana mama Naomi, sweetheart yandekwa. Ndoa sio sikamu, ni mpango wake Mungu. Mama Naomi, sweetheart yandekwa.
Hey, mwa Naomi, tumsifu Mungu pamoja. What beautiful words, beautiful statement, and a beautiful voice, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. That is so lovely. I'm seeing someone here saying, hi, Sally, kwani how old is Naomi? She just said by the time she was 20, she looks like a 19-year-old. By the way, if you see her even 17, she can pass. Indeed, Ndegwa is a great caretaker. What a lovely couple. You're a beautiful couple. And may God continue blessing this union. Okay? So I'm just wondering again, when the kids are here,
Yes.
First you're just the two of you. How did having kids change your marriage? Did it change in any way?
It did.
Yeah?
It called for a lot of stretching. Actually, in all aspects of our lives, emotionally, even spiritually.
Yeah.
Physically, we had to stretch a bit.
Right.
And we have found ourselves counting them in everything that we do. There's something we agreed with her. We do everything with our children in mind. Anything we do.
Okay.
We do. They are not part of our marriage, but they are part of the family where we are the heads. So, of course, there are changes that have come because we have to do everything with them in mind. If it's a date we are planning, maybe we want to go somewhere, have a talk over the night. Yeah, I want to visit her. Maybe she has gone for a job at Machakos recently. She was there. And anywhere else, I'll go there. But we do everything with our children in mind.
Okay.
Because we are the ones who take care of them.
So somehow the marriage, I mean, it has to change in one way or the other.
It has to change.
Yeah, you lose so many. There are aspects that you lose.
Yeah.
For example, privacy. You find that you will be just having your good time and then knock, mom, ningie. Yeah, so they are there. Everything you have to think about them financially. If you used to just go and spend, eat out, everything gets constrained. But there's the other beautiful thing about also having children. Absolutely. Is that they bring the bonds, they make the bonds strong.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
There's someone, Alice, I wouldn't want to misreading this. Alice is saying, see me dancing at the song, it was cold, now I'm warm. Alice from Machakos. Alice, you and me, by the way, you and me. Now, we're just about to get to the end of this show that I've really, really enjoyed, and I'm so grateful to God for giving me guests like you. What is one thing, probably it could be even like a parting shot, what is the one thing that you love about your husband? I know there are many, but just one.
I love that my husband is a consistent husband. From the first day he told me, I love you, he has never stopped. My husband sees my beauty in every season of my life. I'm there feeling like a hippopotamus, I'm pregnant. Then he's like, you look beautiful. I love you. I want to be with you.
Yeah.
So he has been consistent.
Okay.
All through.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Percy.
Yes.
Go. Your turn. What is it that you love most about your wife?
My wife has been praising me all along. Ever since I married her, even before I married her, she made her friends know that I am existing in her life.
Wow.
And even to date, if you go to her posts on Facebook, I think more than 70% of her posts, you'll find me there. So I feel appreciated.
Yeah.
And that consistency really makes me feel that I have the right person in my life. And she understands me a lot. And she knows my goals. She knows what I want in life.
Okay.
I don't have to explain myself so much. So that's how she supports me. Some of those videos you see me doing with her, those clips, she understands me, and maybe she was not for it. But she tells me, I'm here for you.
Words of affirmation seem to also be your love language.
Yeah,
Words of affirmation.
It is.
Wrap it up, Percy. Funga tumalize.
Let me speak to our viewers in a few seconds and tell you that marriage is God's idea. And if you have been heartbroken, maybe you have just experienced divorce, or your marriage is in trouble, I want you to understand that healing is possible.
Okay.
Restoration is possible.
Okay.
You only need to take the right steps. And if everything has failed and nothing seems to work, please take it to God in prayer.
Amazing.
And wait for direction from Him.
Amazing. And I just want to, I've seen it here, that this love actually is not only extended to the wife, but it's not just for the wife, but extended to the children. So just before we wrap up the show, please watch this very short video on the love of a father to his girls. Let's take a look.
Huyu ni Lakisha Fastiboni Yandegwa. Huyu ni Laurencia Sekodiboni Yandegwa. Huyu ni Janina. Ekeye la visha la Stiboni Yandegwa. Ekeye la visha la Stiboni Yandegwa.
Oh, the cute little Lavisha right there of Last Bonnie and Dekwa. What an amazing show that we've had this morning. Thank you so much to the Ndegwas for just making time to be here and, opening your world to us. We want to say a very big thank you to you. And also you guys are just the ones. Asante sana for being part of this show, for the feedback, both positive and, just being open and letting us know how you feel, for example, about marriages. I really want to appreciate you and the amazing community of partners. I want to say asante sana to our partners. If you want to be part of the partners, then you can send the word partner to 20316, our SMS line, or 0786316316. That is our WhatsApp number. Send the word partner. We'll be able to reach out to you. And if you want to be a blessing as well to this ministry, as we bring you amazing content, impactful and informative that changes lives out there, you can do that by sending whatever support you have on paybill number 316. The account number shall be your telephone number. God bless you and keep you. May He shine His face upon you. See you again next week on Family Matters, Tuesday through to Thursday, with much more amazing content right here. Bye for now.